Hey, this is Whitney from rosegoldmama.com, and I've got 2 self-care tips for all the working moms out there. It's so important to take care of yourself. When you don't, you feel burnt out, you're frazzled, you're disconnected, and I know it's hard. I know that it's hard to find the time to take care of yourself, but I also know that you, as a grown woman, are responsible for finding that time, right? You're the only one on this entire planet who is responsible for taking care of you. So you have to find the time. You have to make it a priority. And you probably do want to be teaching this lesson to your kids, right? You want to teach your kids that it's important to take care of themselves. So here are 2 tips to help you. One of the things I've noticed when folks are feeling burnt out, when mamas are feeling kind of at the brink, fully stressed out, completely overwhelmed, is that they're also feeling very disconnected from themselves and disconnected from their family and friends. So the 2 tips are, 1, stay connected to yourself. There's a few different ways to do this. Meditation is awesome. If you're not into that, if that sounds a little woo-woo, that's okay. Just think about taking a moment then every once in a while to breathe. Set an alarm for 60 seconds to 5 minutes. Sit there with your thoughts and breathe. Don't pick up the phone. Don't, open up the tablet. Just sit with yourself and breathe for a minute. Also, be sure to ask yourself questions about what you're interested in. Make sure that you take time every day to think about what you want out of life, to think about what you're grateful for. Ask yourself these things. Ask yourself, hey Whitney, how's it going? How you doing? What do you want out of life right now? What are you loving in life right now? What is it that is really exciting for you coming up, right? Ask yourself these kinds of things to help stay connected to you. In addition to, of course, taking time to be alone with your thoughts. And I know being alone with your thoughts can be scary, but it shouldn't be. It really shouldn't be. Your thoughts are wonderful because you're wonderful. And sometimes they're uncomfortable. And when they're uncomfortable, that's okay, because that's probably something that you need to work through. And as you work through it, your life is going to get better. So the first tip, again, is to make sure that you stay connected to you, mama. The second is make sure you're connected to your friends and your family, to other adults who are not your work friends, right? I mean, some folks do have deep relationships with their coworkers, but not everybody does. And even if you do, ideally, most likely, there are people that are important to you outside of work, and you need to make sure to make the time to stay connected to them. There's a few different ways that I recommend you do this. First is, drumroll please, call them. I know, pick up the phone. It's crazy. But pick up the phone and give someone a ring, leave them a message, and just say, hey, I was thinking about you. Or if you feel super busy, and you're nervous about calling them because maybe they're a chatty Cathy, pick up the phone and say, hey, I have 5 minutes because I'm running from here to there. And I'm sure that won't be a lie because I bet you're always running from here to there. But pick up, say, I have 5 minutes and I just wanted to reach out and see how you were doing when the 5 minutes is up. Or when you start feeling like, oh, maybe this is taking too much time, just say, 5 minutes is up, I gotta go. Or you might not even feel like it's taking too much time because it will genuinely feel good to reconnect with someone. You can also text. Okay, so texting is something that we can all do very easily. And the idea, though, is not to just text, hey, how's it going? Text something a little bit more meaningful. Text, oh, I remember that time when we blah, 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 blah. Or I was just thinking about you and how you love tiny elephants, and I just saw the cutest tiny elephant. Or even better, text a photo. Text a photo of yourself, text a photo of your kids, of your family, of something interesting to you. That will help you to be more connected than just a regular old, hey, how's it going text. The next one is to look people in the eye. And I know that this sounds weird, but we often forget to really genuinely connect deeply with folks, right? We're just so busy going from here to there and thinking about everything else that we don't stay connected looking folks in the eye. So when you're talking to someone, when you have that opportunity to be around those that you care about, look them in the eye when you're talking to them. And the last point here in connecting with your friends and family, with those outside of work, is to make sure that you ask interesting questions. Those same kind of questions that you're asking yourself because you want to stay connected to you, ask your friends and family to stay connected to them, right? Don't just ask about the weather or what are you doing on vacation. Ask about what is inspiring them in life right now. Ask about what challenges they're going through. Ask them where do they want to be 2-3 years from now. Ask them if they've had any major mindset shifts. Right? Ask them some deep and intriguing questions and then look them in the eye as they give you the answer. Really try to focus in on them. Self-care is so important for working moms And a huge part of that is making sure that you are grounded and connected to yourself, connected to your friends and your family. You have to make the time for it because you're the only one who can. When you do, you're going to feel a lot better. Thanks for listening, and I hope you found these 2 self-care tips helpful. If you like these tips, you can head to my blog and check out the Rose Gold Mine, which is my free resource library where you can get all types of printables, checklists, planners, goal setting sheets, just about any resource you might need as a working mom to make life easier, to help you thrive in life for free. Go ahead and check it out, rosegoldmama.com. I spell mama M-A-M-A. I know a few folks spell it differently, so there you go, rosegoldmama.com. Check out the free resource library where you can get all types of downloadable tools to help you live your best life.